Wendell for taking the car out of his name. Jason says Jace didn't finish making the payments on the car. Those cases 44 minute calculator matter of Whitehead versus Asa Wendell. Oh, so Miss Warning, you may get seated and have a seat, please. Mr. Whitehead, you were looking for a car from the defendants that you need a car from yourself, you need to go to work, and you need a car from yourself. But it's your complaint, you're looking for a car from somebody that you need to get your car, and there was a law firm. And it is your claim, after you need a car, the defendant gave you a title to the car, and you went to get a car from the defendant itself. They say, you know what, I need a car, and you need a car to get a car, to go get it, to drive out of the world. You need a car from yourself, and you want your car back. Yes, correct. The defendant says the car was gone, and the reason it was low, and the reason that the car was gone, and you said you needed a car back for whatever reason. I need to go out of town, I need to go visit my mother, things didn't work out, and the car was gone, and your counterclaim is that you didn't take care of the parking tickets. Yes, correct. I want you to tell me, what about the parking tickets? Your Honor, the reason that the parking tickets, just a second, that's not what I asked you. Did you make any parking tickets? I did not. Why got you not making the parking tickets? Your Honor, just a second. Just answer my question. Did you do any parking tickets? I did not do any parking tickets. Just a second. The answer was you didn't. No. So, I want you to give me a reason why you didn't make the last payment of the car. Your Honor, the reason that the surrounding... No, just a second. Just a second. How did you make the payment? I was not an answer. Yes, Your Honor. You made the last payment of the car, and I want you to give me a reason for that. Your reason that I made the car payments, Your Honor, is because... No, I want to see the car payment, please. You have the ID with you? Yes, I do. May I have it, please? Is this your ID? It says Ario? Yes, it is. Oh. Oh, it says that right here. Oh, I didn't see that. I may be misreading that. Okay, now I'd like to see the payments, please. Your Honor, these are the payments from January, February, March, April, and May. Those are the payments. I'd like to see those. There we go. Okay, January, $288. Same thing as for February, $288. I have another withdrawal, $7,767. That's correct. Got it. You want to tell me why you owed this money? Yes, Your Honor. Tell me what your counterclaim is, that you took the car. Correct. How did you take the car? The reason I took the car, listen to me. Look at me. I want you to look at me. I want you to look at me and tell me your surrounding that the car was gone. The car was gone. Listen to me very carefully. That's not your car anymore. It's somebody else's. If somebody were to give you the car, if somebody say, can I have the car? Can I get the car out of my name? Can I get it out of the title? I want you to look at me and surrounding that you took the car. The reason that the car was out of his name, Mr. Wendell, you're not listening to me. All I ask you to do is to answer my question. You took the car that was not belong to you. You took it out of somebody else's name. You went to put it under your fiance's name. That's not what I said to you. I'm asking you, did you put it under somebody else's name? That is correct. Why? The reason I took the car that was in his name is because, just a second, not because somebody you take somebody else's car. So I want you to tell me, I want you to look at me why you take somebody else's car. And somebody were to give you the keys to the car, and it says to you, can I have the car under my name? This is the title in the car. And somebody, if Mr. Rowe was making payments on the car, he would have gave you the keys to the car, right? What's the name of the person that you sold the car to? I sold the car to it. Name of the person that you sold the car to. I said, David, who was that? You sold the car to another roommate? Just a second. So you sold the car to another roommate. That is correct. Are you kidding me, Your Honor? The reason I sold the car. Are you kidding me, Mr. Listen to me, Mr. Wendell. You had no right to sell the car to somebody who was a stranger. And I guarantee you, if somebody would have sold the car, I would have sent it to a bird. They would have said to me, can I get the car under my name? Can I get it under my friend's name? You had no right to sell the car to somebody who was a stranger. Do you get my drift? Yes, I do. You get my drift. If somebody would have sold the car to somebody who was a stranger, I would have sold it to my mother's name. I would have sold it to my grandparents' name. I would have sent it to Grandpa Charles. I would have sent it to Grandma Bailey. If somebody would say to you, I want the car that was under my name. Do you get my drift? You had no right to sell the car to somebody else. That you had no right to sell it. This is your contract. You are under the terms of the service on the contract. If you chose to go in a Walmart dealership, you are officially bound off the service of the terms of the contract. Because the contract, it was said to you, he was making payments of $7,532.60. Because that was your burden. And that was my choice. I had to make that judgment. It's to whether or not that he gets the car within 5 days. And if I were to tell you, if I were a judge, if I were to say to you, and they say, look at me, and I would say, listen, he has made the payments of it. And somebody says to you, well, can I have the car? I want you to put it under my name. I need to get it off of their name. And that's what you swore to in your answer. You want me to believe what you swore to, or you just want me to convince you that you lied to me? I want you to know something. Your war told me that the car was under his name, that not only that, and not only that you sold the car, that you sold it to somebody else. Did you sell it to somebody else? Yes, Your Honor. What's the name of the person that you sold it to? I don't know the name of it, because on what day, let's say on what date did you get the car to somebody? I get the car to November 20th, 2023. That is correct. How much did you sell it to? $1,844. Listen to me carefully. You have no right to sell the car for $6,000. Are you crazy? Your Honor, the reason just a second. Are you crazy? That's his money. That's not your money. That's not your money. That's not your money. That's his money. Because that has nothing to do with this case. You have no right to send the money on to issue it directly to them. The court will issue the money order to them, and they will give you a check. You have to give them a check for a Thursday's check, $288, and I'm going to issue it directing them to get the car within 5 days, and they say to you, listen, why can't you not contact the law firm? I'll give you $45 a month. I'll give you $250. I'll give you $100 a month. I'll pay you $150 a month, and you didn't do that. You said it to your brain, and you said to yourself, well, can I get a car for $150 a month? I'll pay you that, and you did not do that. Did you ever pay for the law firm? No, I did not. Well, you should have, Mr. Wendell. They should have, Your Honor. You should have done that. You shouldn't say to yourself, well, I need to pay this law firm. I'll get a law firm, and I'll contact the law firm and say, I need to get it done. I'll make sure I'll fix the car right away. Did you do that? No. You have to pay the law firm, Your Honor. I'm not going to do that. Oh, that's why I directed them. Just a second. That's what I directed them. Just a second. I'm directing them to let them to get paid for $150. You have to pay the law firm the $288.60. Do you understand my drift? Yes, I do. Good. Judge has been acquainted the amount of $288. Thank you very much. Your counterclaim is dismissed. Wait, what about the counterclaim, Your Honor? What? What about the counterclaim for the repossession of the car? Your counterclaim for repossession of the car is dismissed. You sold the car to somebody else. And that's not belong to you, Mr. Wendell. It belongs to Mr. Whitehead. He wants the car back. He wants the car back. He wants the car back. He said, I want the car back because the reason I want the car back. And you sold it to a stranger. You've been scammed. You've been scammed to other people. And you can't do that. That's not to your car. That's not to your judgment to do, to say, can I have the car? I'll give you the title. I'll put it under your name, and I'll do the right thing. And you didn't do that. 288, judgment for the claim to think about the 288, that was your counterclaim. Whatever it is, harassment is dismissed. Thank you very much. Was an excuse, you missed a vote. Who is it? Because the reason, because the car was under my name. Because the reason I didn't pay them. Because it was very unfortunate I didn't pay them. It then said, why did you not pay this law firm? It said, why you didn't pay it. It was unfortunate. It is what it is.